Hello, my friends. Simon from WhatCulture here, and welcome to my favorite episode of Ups and Downs that we do every single year, except for when the world stops and we're not allowed to do it. It is Ups and Downs, live from Dallas, Texas, straight after SmackDown. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. None of this is going to be cohesive. None of this is going to make any sense. It's not going to be coherent, but I don't care. Now, we're not going to necessarily talk about this during the show. So actually what has just happened is the Undertaker got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Power. And it was genuinely, it was amazing. If you were part of that crowd reaction, you know, and if you weren't there, you've missed out on an incredible moment. And I said this to Phil, I didn't know he was capable of doing a speech like that, because for 30 years, we've never seen him doing a speech like that. So make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it already. But for now, we did have the go-home episode for SmackDown, so we got to take the finger of power, and we give the good bits and up with the bad bits down. Don't need to do an intro. There's no intro on these shows. But I do need my notes, because I can't remember what happened. Who remember what happened? What was the first? What was the... What? He's not here, man. He's not... There we go. I'm here. The armpiece right under the Giant Battle Royal was the first thing we saw on SmackDown, which means it was filled with happiness and sadness, because I don't know about you guys, I get very sad that Finn Bálor is not on WrestleMania. It hurts my heart, it hurts my soul. Cody Rhodes, he wasn't here. Is he going to be there at WrestleMania? Who thinks Cody Rhodes is going to be at WrestleMania? Who thinks Cody Rhodes is not going to be at WrestleMania? Imagine Cody just walked in and went, no. It's going to be Veer. Dude, Veer doesn't exist. Veer. Thank you, man. You're on YouTube right now. You're on YouTube right now. Yeah, here's the point. I appreciate who won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, because I like Madcap Moss. I don't care what anybody says. I think, why? Don't you steal my gimmick? I tell you why, because I think he's got something. I enjoy his matches, and I think obviously after WrestleMania we are going to build. Hey man, how you doing? I shake your hand. Are you well?
Very good. You?
I'm very well. In a minute you can. You wait there. Give me 8 minutes. Give me 8 minutes. That's when YouTube allows us to double the revenue, and I promise I'll come with you. Actually, we could probably do it now. If your phone is ready, why not? We've never done that before. I like doing new things. Let's do a picture right now, and we'll do it on YouTube as well. So let's do it, my friend. Thank you very much. No. So, you help me as well. The longer the video, the more money we make. So thank you so much. Here's the point. I am giving it up for the armbar because, again, post-WrestleMania, Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss can have a feud. Madcap Moss can go babyface, and I shall support that man. That's why we take the finger of power and we give it up. And then we go back to my notes because I don't remember what happened next, because I sat through the Hall of Fame. Oh, it was the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Come here, my friend. Why was it a good match?
I mean, they were just putting on, like in spot after spot, everything was really good. I liked how Ricochet was Bálor back, who showed that he was a good face, you know. I just like Ricochet just coming back and everywhere. And, yeah, he bounced back and. But
you're a better champion than Ricochet. you're the Raw World Champion. Yeah, there he is. If somebody pins him, you get that belt. Don't forget. No, you're already a champion. It's whatever I say it is, man. So here's the thing. I thought this match probably started deliberately slow, but the last 5 minutes or so, I really enjoyed. I thought it was really good. And the most important thing is that Ricochet basically beat two people. Now, I am sad that Ricochet isn't on WrestleMania. I'm even sadder that the Intercontinental Champion and the US Champion aren't on WrestleMania. However, what I'm hoping is that we get to Raw and SmackDown next week. We can continue to build those belts, especially because there's only going to be one world champion. So, what have I written here? I'm giving it an up. Surprise, surprise. I give everything ups. It doesn't matter. Then we had a Kevin Owens, Steve Austin video that was absolutely badass. And even though Austin is, 57 years old? 57, 58 years old. I don't even care. It doesn't even enter my mind. I am so... Hang on a minute.
Today was Randy's birthday.
We ain't talking about Randy, my friend. I'm joking, buddy. I'm only winding you up. Don't apologize to me. I'm an idiot. But I'm absolutely giving it up. I think, actually, if I'm being honest, that's the most exciting thing about WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus Steve Austin. It's absolutely going to give it an up. He's going to lose. There you go. Spoilers right here by my man. Dude, what's your name?
Bry.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Okay, now we have to get to some negative talk. Not negative. Well, it's true. We had Naomi and Sasha Banks taking on Zelina Vega and Carmella. Was anybody else confused by this? Because Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Natalya, and Shayna Baszler all came to the ring. And then Naomi hits her split-legged moonsault. They get the win, which I'm fine with. And the rest just went, yeah, bye. And they walked back up the stage, which is very strange. I like everybody in this, and I think they have damn good matches. But the build, to me, feels a little bit weak. It doesn't necessarily feel like a WrestleMania build. And I don't understand why anybody would want to be the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, because it usually means you're not allowed on television and you're not allowed a story. So I'm going to give it a down, but I think the match will be good at WrestleMania. I look forward to it a lot. And this kind of ties into something else that Phil and I were talking about. We then had a great video packages for Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair, which I really enjoyed. Later on, we had an awesome video package for Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns with Metallica's All Night Long. So I was having an awesome time. And I'll give the video packages as 1 and up. But the problem is that, I don't know if anybody else felt this. Let's do a survey as we're here. We were sat, I kind of felt like I'd paid $50 to sit in my living room with a bunch of people I enjoy. I like seeing you. And I love doing this, but I was like, I could do this at home. And it was very, very strange. So I think you want to have action and you want to have matches, especially for the go-home edition of SmackDown. So I'm going to give that a down. I think that's only fair. I think you... Wait a minute, my friend. You are on the most positive show on YouTube. You don't get to say things sucked. Why did it suck? Why did it suck?
Bro, it was just promo packages, man. I mean, come on. I mean, really, the matches were forgettable. Let's just put it like that.
He's not wrong. I did think there was too many video packages. I mean, we usually do this in order, but I will say, I think they could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. But also, I think Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns should have been on the show, right? I think we can all agree with that. I think if we had ended with Brock and Roman, even just having a massive brawl, yeah, I get that they did it on Raw, but we're all here. We're 24 hours away from WrestleMania, and we're pumped, right? We're excited. That's what we want to see. And that's why that bit's getting it down. So we're well out of order. I also didn't understand. We had that, Charlotte Ronda package. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then Charlotte came out and just went, hi. And then she went, bye. And she left. And I was like, well, cheers, Charlotte. But look, she did say a bunch of stuff were cool. And she also said the word bitch. And as we know, if you say the word bitch in WWE, things just got super serious. But I wasn't offended by it. I just thought it was a little bit weird. And then we just cut to Madcap Moss in the back shining his trophy. And Corbin comes in with his sword like, ha, I'm going to chop your head off. Like, that ain't funny, bro. That ain't funny. We'll talk about that in 1 second because we had our big angle of the night, which was obviously the... Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura came out. This is so hard to try and explain unless you watched it. Because it was Jimmy Uso taking on Boogs. Now, Boogs only has one move. It's the greatest move ever. He'll do that one move 100 times, then he'll drop you on the floor. However, during all of this, we also had Austin Theory coming out. He attacked Pat McAfee when he was dancing in Shinsuke Nakamura's theme. They then ran to the back. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, Austin Theory ran into Vince McMahon's office. This time, Pat McAfee's like, nah, brah, and he kicked Vince McMahon's office down. Vince McMahon came out and said, what are you doing? I'm going to fire you. Take a minute. Pat McAfee then came back to the stage. When Austin Theory then came out during the original match we talked about, Finn Bálor decided, I don't like you. He attacked. That caused a DQ. Adam Pearce was then here, and it magically turned into a 6-man tag. And I was like, wow, that is a lot. But, well, yeah, exactly. Teddy Long was somewhere. However, I tell you this, I love the build to Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. I just do. I am excited to see that match. Right? I think it's going to be really good. So I'm going to give that an up, and I'm also going to give the ending to the 6-man tag an up. I didn't mind Austin Theory winning because I think he'll lose at WrestleMania. But what I really loved is when it was time to get things going, who did they turn to? Finn Flubbin Balor. I love Finn Flubbin Balor. He is a badass. He is awesome. So he always gets pinned clean, man. Sami Zayn and Finn Balor don't get to win matches. And neither did Cesaro, but he left. So anyway, so we did all of that, and I thought it was, I was entertained by it, and I like the bit at the end. Pat McAfee thinks about attacking Austin Theory, and Michael Cole, his buddy, his friend, his pal, stops him. I like it. So we held off the action until we got there. And then, yeah, we ended with the Happy Talk segment. Now, I'm a big fan of Happy Corbin. I've said this a lot. I like Madcap Moss. And what I'm going to do a survey in a minute. I'm going to go around maybe each and every one of you. What really made this work, as long as Drew McIntyre said it was fine, who remembers Happy Corbin's joke? Who would anybody like to tell it? Would anybody like to? This man would like to tell it. We'll walk over here. You can tell the joke. Tell the Happy Corbin joke.
What does Drew McIntyre's sword and his mother have in common? He lost them both.
Because Drew. In case you don't know, Drew McIntyre's mother has passed away. Now, I sat in my seat and I reacted with proper shock. So it did the right thing as long as Drew McIntyre was fine with it. And when Drew came out, I genuinely believed he was pissed off. So I think that was the kind of, attitude, the kind of edge that the angle needed. And, of course, Drew McIntyre got his sword back and he swung it at Happy Corbin's head so hard, even if that was a fake sword. If Corbin hadn't have ducked, he dead. He finished. He ain't going to WrestleMania, and he would absolutely be resting in peace. Now, there was a slight disappointment because, as we already talked about, I looked at my watch and I was like, man, we're at 5 to the hour. We're done. And I thought it was kind of a weird feud to finish the last SmackDown before WrestleMania on. But we like to take things in the context they were presented, and I actually thought it was very good. I think we've actually planted a lot of seeds for post-WrestleMania, so I'm going to give it an up. Now, usually, of course, is the part of the show where we give the SmackDown an overall up or down. This is not my decision today. This is not my decision at all. This is your decision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a word. You're going to make a noise. I'm going to say another word. You're going to make a noise. Does SmackDown get a down? Make a noise.
Down. Absolute down. Terrible. No.
Terrible. Yeah, dude, you need some love in your life, bro. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get there. We'll get there. Does SmackDown get an up overall?
Hell yeah!
That will do. There you go. He's going to get up. He's going to go. I had a good time. I love coming out to America. I love being able to show. And like I say, as the Hall of Fame did come straight afterwards, I mean, it was overshadowed by The Undertaker, as it was always going to be. I think one of the best speeches ever seen when it came to the Hall of Fame. As I mentioned earlier, I didn't know he was capable of doing it because we've never seen it in 30 years. I thought it was endearing. I thought it was warm. I thought it was personable. I thought it was emotional. And that sort of 6, 7, 8 minutes of just pure crowd noise, if you were part of it, as both Phil and I said, you're going to remember it forever. So I think we can do a thank you, Taker chant. I think we can do that. I just want crowd inspiration.
Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker.
We're repeating it. We're repeating it. So we'll get, this doesn't even tie in, but of course we get the Hall of Fame and up. I always enjoy it. I like the respect that is given. And that's it. That brings us to the end of the most uncoordinated, mad, but always brilliant. But we should talk to some people. Let's just talk to you. Dude, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. What's your name?
Abel.
Abel, I like it. Like Kane and Abel, you go fight Kane, that would be good. Did you have a good time tonight?
I did.
That's all that matters, right? You're entertained, everything is good.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yeah, I
My
am.
friend, did you have a good time?
Always.
Always? What if you fall down, like smash it? Yeah, I like the attitude. Where we go here? Have a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Good. Have a good time?
Yes, we love Vince.
You love Vince?
I love Vince, bro.
Vince McMahon?
Watching his entrance and everything he did for us, man, I love Vince.
I think you're trying to get a job, bro. Good for you. Good for you. Do it. Live your dreams. That's what the Undertaker just said. Live your dreams. And I'll talk to this man as well, because look at that belt, man. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, WWE all day, every day.
Every day.
Yes,
Is that all you do? Just watch it 24 hours, 7 days a week?
Play everything.
Good for you, man. You embrace your passions and you have fun. Oh, no, I'm not joking. That's what life is about. Sometimes people get a little bit too negative for my liking, but you should live the life the way you want. But if you like this stuff, make sure you enjoy it. I mean it. Put everything into it and you will get everything back. My friends, I appreciate you joining me outside of the American Airlines. I don't know. I think I'm a bit more like a donkey, maybe a rabbit. That's a Kevin Owens joke, obviously. I'm only kidding. But seriously, as I get to be here, I want to thank every single one of you. I'm not trying to copy what The Undertaker did, but we only get to do this because you watch the videos, you subscribe to the videos, you like the videos, you comment on the videos. It never ceases to amaze me that I can stand here and have a circle of people giving me so much positive energy. So thank you very much to you. Thank you very much to everybody watching at home. This is my favorite time of the year, and this is absolutely ridiculous.
Let's go, Simon! Let's go, Simon!
It's too much. Like the video, share the video, subscribe. Keep watching WhatCulture for all your WrestleMania content. It is but 24 hours away. My name is Simon WhatCulture, and I will see you soon. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. We out of here.